What's up, guys? Frizzy here, and today I don't have any gameplay for you guys. I apologize. I did have this video recorded earlier for you, but it's not coming out well, so I thought I'd do it after the fact. And this is a Born Aflame deck discussion. This is a deck discussion. This isn't a deck guide. I'm just going to talk to you about why I run the certain cards in my deck. And the reason why I'm doing Born Aflame is because Born Aflame is the reason why I'm in the top 200 leaderboards. And as you can see there, just going over quickly, Blaze, Flame Slash, Lightning Bolt, Red Sun Zenith, really good card. It's really good because it gives you so many options. You don't have to hold and wait and just use it as like a corrupt late game. No. What you could do with Red Sun Zenith, you could do it for one, get rid of a Doom Traveler and not give a guy his spirit. You could do it and get rid of a Chandra's Phoenix and exile that. It exiles the creatures. That's the main thing, and it shuffles back into your library. So it's a very good card, and I suggest you run both of them. Reign of Embers is good, but it's only good in the matchup. It's only good against goblins, only good against peacekeepers, maybe a little bit of the mono black as well. Only good against one toughness creature. So mono green, you don't really want to run that. But Reign of Embers is pretty good. Ruby Medallion, I think it's a must to run this. It really gives you options in terms of like which burn cards you're going to use because everything's cheaper. It keeps your mana open. Searing Blaze, it says instant, and you can use it as an instant, like during your opponent's turn. But really, this card is like a sorcery because you just end up main phasing it anyway just to get the most out of it. You drop your land, you kill their guy, you do 3 to their face. Searing Spear is just a shit incinerate. I mean, you have to keep it in there because it's a very good burn spell, but it doesn't kill any regen guys, so Searing Spear sucks. Chandra's Phoenix, pretty much the heart and soul of this deck. That's the promo one right there. This card's really good, and you should always run it. You should never not run it. Chandra Spitfire, another awesome card. This card really is so money. I wish there were more, because you just do a burn spell to their face, and 9 times out of 10 you hit them for 7. Flame Break is awesome. It's great mass removal. It's not the best mass removal, but it's still really good. The fact that it does 3 to your face, it kind of sucks, especially late game. Like if you're playing against goblins and you need mass removal, you probably don't want a Flame Break because you're probably already low in life. Flames of the Blood Hand, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I wasn't running this card at first, but because Spitfire, pretty much, now I'm running this. And then the fact that they don't get to gain life when you do this, like you do this in response to them gaining life. It's such a great card. It only does it to their face, which sucks, but at the end of the day, it's especially in the matchup against Life Gain or other cards, I forget the name of them, Life Gain and, what's the other one? Ancient Wilds too, when they drop down their big guy, it's a good card. Flames of the Firebrand, awesome card. At first, I didn't think I was going to like this card, but man, this card is money. It does work. If you're not getting at least a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1 for this, then you're probably not using it right. Sulfuric Vortex. This card is a play tester. I'm still trying to figure out the kinks of this, but I think it's a pretty good card considering that you're in burn and you just want to burn them out anyway. As long as you play this and you have a couple burn spells in your pocket, then you're good to go. You never want to play this and it's like the last card in your hand. You'll get in trouble like all the time. So always play that when you have a couple burn spells in your pocket. And again, I don't know if I'm still going to be running this card anyway. It's just a play test right now, but so far it's been working for me. So, come on, get on to the next card, Frizzy. Yeah, I'm doing this after the fact, so I don't, I'm trying to keep up with the pace here. That promo is so ballin' though. Hashtag baller shit, son. That promo be blingin'. It be blingin'. Wow, I was talking a long time for this card. Anyways, this is awkward. Yeah, I think this card is good though. You should run it. This card is some of the best mass removal in the game. It does damage to however many creatures onto the battlefield. Wrecks goblins, wrecks peacekeepers, and it doesn't do damage to you too, so that's good. Chandra's Outrage, only run 2 of them. They're good removal. Cost a little bit much compared to all the other cards, but it's good removal. Obsidian Fireheart, this guy is awesome, okay? First of all, I don't run any of the mana pumpers because I always want to keep my mana open. This guy kind of goes against that. He doesn't really keep your mana open. What I find with this guy is that late game, when you're kind of top decking your burn spells, if you have this guy out, you don't have to worry about top decking your burn spells. At least, you won't be able to kill their creatures, but you'll be dealing burns to them. If you don't have any burn spells and you have 6 mana, just start putting blaze counters on their lands, man. Just keep doing that and keep burning them out. They'll be taking 2, 3, 4 damage. The more times you do it, the better. This card is awesome, especially when you've ran out of burn spells and you're trying to burn your opponent out. And guys, it's a 4/4 for 4. Come on, those are great Magic prices. You're playing mono red, so the triple red cost doesn't hurt against you. I think if you're not gonna run it, that's fine. I understand, but I run at least one of them. It's good. Cone of Flame, can't really go too much into this one. This is a really good card. Obviously, gets rid of a lot of things. Fire Servant, another great card. Deals double. Inferno Titan, obviously, another great card. The cards I don't run, those mana pumpers there, bad. Don't run them, okay? They just wreck your mana. You don't want to wreck your mana when you have a deck that has a lot of things to do in responses. Don't run mana pumpers. I don't run Earthquake, mostly because all the other burn cards are just good enough. Earthquake is fine. If you run it, I'm fine with it. That's okay. I don't run the other Root Medallion. Those fucking artifacts suck too. Torch Fiend, look, if you run a Torch Fiend because you just want to make sure you want to get rid of the Panoptic Mirror, I totally understand that. I don't. I find that I'm usually burning them by then. But if you want to run that to get rid of a troublesome artifact, that's fine. But word of advice, don't lay it down on turn 2. Lay it down when you're going to kill an artifact, okay? Again, with the mana pumpers, the Hellhounds to the right there. Hellhounds suck ass, okay? Hellhounds, any mana pumpers in this deck, you don't need it. You don't need mana pumpers in this deck, alright? Mana pumpers are bad. Those guys are horrible, alright? The Shade is good in the mono black deck, okay? And it's good for its own reason there. In this deck, it's horrible. Pyromancer, I don't really run them because people just play around it. They're not going to keep playing 1 toughness guys unless you're playing against a stupid ass, They're not going to keep playing 1 toughness guys. So they play around it, and then you have to, kind of like waste a burn spell to kill something and then deal 1 damage to that or whatever. It's good if you run it, fine, but I don't. Firewing Phoenix is another horrible fucking card. Don't run it. It just wrecks your mana. It's a 4/1. It's supposed to be a 4/2, but it doesn't matter because that card sucks. This card here, it's kind of like Pandemonium with Trinity of Elements, I think it's called. It's kind of like Pandemonium because it's any creature. Their creature that attacks or their instant or sorcery that deals damage is going to deal double as well as yours, and they're going to get the benefit off of it first, 9 times out of 10. So this card is kind of like Pandemonium. I wouldn't run it. If you feel like you have a build that can run this, go ahead. Go ahead and try to break the card. But this card, maybe in certain matchups, cool, but it's not good here. Again, mana pumpers, that's probably the best one, the Furnace Whelps. They're probably the best ones to run, and if you run that, that's fine, but I still don't run them because I just don't want my mana being tied up. That's the other Fireheart. I used to run both of them, but now I only run one of them because, both of them, that's a little bit much. You don't want to have 2 of them out on the battlefield, really, so. This card's good. If you run it, fine. I don't. I just don't feel like it's necessary considering that you have Red Sun Zenith and that shuffles into your library as well. Chandra's Fury, play testing with this, I just don't find really a reason to run this. Yeah, it's good against goblins and peacekeepers, but it doesn't. It costs too much. It just doesn't do well. The vanilla guys I don't run. This one was heartbreaking for me. This card's really good. He's a 3/3 for 5. Does 3 damage when he dies to everything, and it does it to your face. But that's why I didn't run him, because it does it to your face when you're playing against goblins. Having damage done to your face after trying to mass removal a bunch of goblins. You're going to be low in life total when you're playing against goblins. So the mass removal that deals 3 to you is going to hurt. It really is. And that's a good card. If you run him, that's fine. But I really don't find a need to run him. I think the other 4 guys that I run there, the double the damage and the Inferno Titan, are better. You have Chandra's Phoenixes and the Spitfire and a bunch of burn spells to kill your opponent. You don't need the Magma Phoenix. It's a great blocker. I just don't think you need it. That card there, I don't like sacrificing my mountains, so I don't think it's good. That card, I don't even know what the fuck it does. I haven't even play tested it. I don't want to play test with it because it looks confusing. I don't want to play it, so whatever. That little bird, the Firebird, I don't know what the hell that is. Nope. Don't play that shit. Nope. Don't play that shit. Nope. Don't play that shit. That costs too much. I'm not going to waste my time. I mean, it's a good card if you run it, cool, but it just costs way too much. And Worldfire, it costs 9, guys. It costs 9. It costs 9. It costs 9 mana. I don't care what it does. By the time you're at 9 mana, you should be already winning the game. And by the way, it's not even helping you because all it does is it sacrifices everything. So now it turns into a top deck and you might get unlucky. So that card's not good. Don't run it. I mean, if you want to troll your friends, cool, run it. Run it in plane chase, I guess. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'm Frizzy. You guys have a nice day. Leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do all the cool things. 800 subscribers. That's fucking awesome. I'm Frizzy. You guys have a nice day. Peace out.